Nice. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today we're looking to put the final touches on our Dambusters Lanc. Shouldn't be too hard. Our objectives are not that great. I don't think they are. Famous last words. Never mind. Now, first thing I want to do is there's a couple of things a wee bit adrift on the undercarriage here. Let's see what I'm talking about. In front of me here is the Lanc. So yeah, a tidy bits and pieces up there. Once that's done, we can then look at the other side. There's also a bit of paint to tidy up, a few bits and bobs here and there. That's the nuts and bolts. Now, on that note, good people, shall yes, we shall, as you look at it. Now that look a bit paint work. The time being, at least. Now, Posse, I am hoping very soon to have two cameras. Yeah. Here we go. Here's our link now. Let's see what's happened here. That's not the bit. When I was doing some decaling, I gripped it by there. All right. Let's get a bit of light on the subject. Might get you a slightly better viewing angle as to what I'm doing. Give me a moment. Bring it back here. And MAP and there we go. Maybe. Flatten that up. Yeah, there we go. Right. Now, here's it. Right. Well, that'll be easier to fix. That much to be happy about. Which glue do I wish to use is probably our next. This one I'm not normally. Been a bit underwhelmed with this I've had with this glue. Be okay. Also, this jig's kind of useful, I gotta say. Light on. Going hardcore, man. Jesus. That piece of behavior. Let's get bigger fan of red. I'll get larger on. Alright. Or I can just roll with the Mr. Hobby. No, I'd rather. Yeah, do I have a lot? No, I don't. So, what I'm gonna do. Bit annoying. Not badly. We'll be right. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. Held the camera there with my elbow. Not off to a start yet. Cool. Now, lighter. Boom, here we go. Just now then. There we go. That should fix it. Stop pissing. Oh, there we go. We have left. Oh, but that's going to require decor. That's not so hard to fit. Let's stay calm. A few tidy right there, I suspect, but that's okay. Now, other one. Wait a minute. Perfect. Mm. 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 Aye. Now that was my own personal. One I get. Fortunately, these are very yeah, that will. Right. Now, let me just. Okay, I have to tidy up the paintwork there a bit. That's fortunate, but hey, worst thing that happens. Now, that can be done along with a whole stack of other processes. Now, okay, we're going to let that dry. Meantime, there's something we need to do. That the way, I'll show you what that is. Anyway, I'll get this out of the way. Particular piece of sprue that allocate need to make a part. Now, back to time. Next. Right. Now, hang on a moment. Boom. All right. Oh, excuse me. Now, what we're making is now these are the little bits that I've knocked off of the lane kit that was clumsy. Blue box of bits, and then I'll be able to show you what we're about to do because it's relevant. What the? Aha! Now the blue box of bits is then we're making one of those. Now, let's see. Oh, it's not a bad little. Here isn't it? Oh, bit special. No, it's got to be flat one. Oh, how long is that? Well, I would suggest I would do that. Like make sure it's flat. Then make sure that that same sort of conical shape back and done. Fortunately, we are also blessed with a few that we can try on. So, actually, you probably didn't quite get a good view. Here we go. So, here's the part we're replicating. Now, by my reckonings, that is close to that, to what we're going to be doing. But the problem is, of course, that drops down, that doesn't. What we'll do, or a little bit of painting, but that's fine. Well, that's the aim of the game. Now, our first this. Oh man. Okay. Filing. Oh no. Too bad. Not too bad. Not perfect, but of course that's quite a bit of work on it. File. Get in place. That's a fair. Well, this is where we were going to use this sort of stuff. This is really cool. Other bits I'm going to do. Righty. Better. Very much. What I'm going to do, I'll give you the same sort of view as I've got. This stuff is actually a glue. However, what you can do with it, make windows, you fill in gaps. What I'm going to try and do with it, I prefer crystal. This putty is putty, not crystal clear. Crystal clear is good though. I will be using that on parts of the carriage where the Bombay. Anyway. Putty. Okay. It's almost. Even then it's dry as all hell. Alright, in which case we will try the crystal clear methodology, which is get this on Int. That is. Um, that'll be painted black. Not ideal, but it's also going to be on the side area where it's going to be less conspicuous. Let's see how that shapes up once. That'll be a while. Might not be on the that blue box. Say, let's put it on. Label it. Brass 2. That's right. There's this. That's okay. Now, all that means is that it's far down the track. So all of that's fine. Do. Now, if you look, example, the glue's had a bit of an impact on those struts. If they're fully dried, we're going to tidy them up. If you look at that engine right there, tidy that up. Little things like that we want to get nice and swish before we start on our weathering. What I'm weighing up is how much of that do I want to start it on now before I eat. One is sort of, here we go. If I'm going right into the mode, and that being next move. If I have a virtual shitload four, search for straight. Hang on, there they are, I think. Oh, that was sensible of me. Who would have thought I'd do something sensible? Now, what we're going to do. Yeah. Now, let's just make sure you can actually see. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Crystal clear. Cool. That will be because of that fact. Very good. But anyway, when that dries, that'll be clear. Therefore, a whole lot more manageable, I find, than trying to put putty and then sand it back. It's all in there. It's quite nicely. Boom. There you go. That's a use. Now, let's see. Probably would prefer to go let that dry. That means that's going to be fairly solid. Running out. It's not that runny. I should just let that settle. Now, what's this? Off. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, this has rather changed the agenda. The nose, the whole stack of things also need to tend to. All right. Well, pretty confident that that's not going to be running it. We need just British brown, basically. What we need to tidy up, side paint wise, is little spots of black. Oh. Go either way, British brown or British green. But British brown for each purpose. And bloody great finger mark there. Oops. Hey kitty, how you doing? We've got to do some painting touch-ups. I've had to do some repairs on the undercarriage. I'll show you, give us a moment. When I was doing some decaling, knocked the Bombay cover off. I've had to re-glue that, and because of that, I've had to fill that crystal clear to cover the gap. I'll paint over that directly. I've got a small issue with the Bombay door, fix that. I've also discovered there's quite a lot of undercarriage black that I need to get in place, so I'm going to do that when I do the Bombay. I'm also making a vent. This is part of sprue, bit of sprue that's got to be painted black. That's actually crystal clear, dry clear. Then I'm going to paint it black. What I'm going to try and replicate. Yeah, I'm good, man. Is thank you. One of these. Give me a moment. Are you little? One of these things. The idea will be, I'll be able, once that dries, I'll be able to file that down a bit, the right shape a bit more, and paint it black. That's the theory. Now, next. Now I have to be a wee bit aware of the time. You guys have gone ahead and got your daylight savings now, and we got ours a while ago. But it puts me in the middle of the day, and I was unaware you guys changed to daylight savings weekend. So I have appointments. But I can stuff done. What I want to get done now is just a little bit of British brown on that wing. Got my finger mark and on this tail. Then I would say we'll be seeing how we go for time. And I've still got 8 decals to put on. I've been very slack on that front. So part of me would like to get them done. Now, British brown is what we're looking for. Dark brown. That's a brown. It's not the right brown. British green. Close but no cigar. Green, no. Oh, no, no. What is it? Aggressive white grey. Rust green. For a moment there I went British brown. Here we go. For a moment there with forest green. Wondered if there would be a sort of hazy colour that moved pretty slowly, called Forest Gump. Yeah, well, it's sort of, here's a line of thought for you, man. During the winter, or at least Australian winter, that is. Excuse me, I'm mixing the paint up at the moment. It's going to take a little while. During the Australian winter, I start streaming at 9:30 to go out at 5 o'clock Pacific time, and thereby obviously up in incremental hours as I go across the US continent. But it starts at a reasonable sort of a time for most of the US and Canada and Southern and Central America. Anyway, when our daylight savings time comes in, which was in October, early October, I started to stream at 10:30. Now I'm having to start at 11:30, so you can see it has quite a dramatic effect on a variety of things. In fact, so yeah, maybe that I'm going to need to, depending on what has to happen or even what I want to do in some instances, that I may need to not stream on some days, you know, because in the middle of the day it's a bit of a curse. But at the same time, today it's just that it's my regular therapeutic massage, without which I would not walk. Our paint is mixed up. Let's do this. Yeah. Yeah. This is not going to be very significant as far as what we're doing. Okay. Okay. One bit. One bit. With that, those painting touch-ups done on this side. Stacks I need to do on black. That will happen in due course. Alrighty. So that's those two little spots touched up. Now, brush. Look, myself, I personally just would prefer it if basically choose one or the other. They're gonna. You know, it's like I was trying to explain. Here's a line of thought for you. I used to work in a disability unit in high school. And daylight savings had come around. He was, and I was working with a young lad with cerebral palsy, and he wanted to know why the clocks were being put forward. I tried to explain it to him as best I could. To him, it was crazy. I said, well, yeah. I said, look, do you really think changing time matters to a dog, cows? To them, sun still moves at a certain time. That's when they do their stuff. Why wouldn't you just keep it the same? Eh? You want to have that extra hour, then move your time clocks that way. Don't have to go by Greenwich time. Rules on this. Well, look, my preferred option, as I said, would be one or the other. I'd prefer to keep daylight savings on a sort of permanent basis because I do like the extra hours of sunlight. I do. But yeah. Ultimately, like I said, in the natural environment, I mean, time of itself is a human construct. It's not something that actually exists in the natural environment. So the whole thing's a bit, really? Really? Yeah. All right. What's the time? I need to be aware of this. Wouldn't hurt if I got it on. Now, what we can do tomorrow, I might actually get onto the Lavochkin. And depending on various other factors. Now, tomorrow I've got to start early because I've got, well, I forgot it was unaware of your daylight savings thing, so I have to start at an hour earlier than normal because I've got an appointment. Well, my 12 o'clock. It would be half an hour into the normal stream. So yeah. So yeah. I'll be on half an hour early, not half an hour early tomorrow. I reckon probably the Lavochkin's gonna get a bit of love. Yes, it will. And when that's done, we can, on how long those bits take, get back onto the lake. There's a plan. Yeah. I'm normally on 7 your time. Is it 7 or 8? I'm normally on your time. If it's 7, yes, I'll be on at 6. If it's normally 8, I'll be on at 7. If you follow me. As an aside, I got to start on the painting of the 11, but I realised I made an error and I've got to redo some of the red. But I'm pretty happy with the way the red looks. I think it's a nice red. Got to go a bit further down that way. Through there. So I can mask off properly. If I get that done today, which I might, because it won't take long. We could conceivably do that tomorrow. Mask up for the black. That'd be cool. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, an hour earlier than normal. So yeah, anyway, yes, it would be 7 your time normally, so 6, yes. Yes. One thing that is kind of cool, and you'll be kind of glad to hear, is that I'm slowly but surely getting all my stuff done and organised as I wish it to need it to be. The next month may be a little hectic, but things settle down. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for swinging past. I appreciate it. Anybody who's a first-time viewer out there, magic button for you. Follow, like, subscribe. You know, he wants to. All right. Now, other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. I'm Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. 3 words. Follow, like, subscribe. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Now, tomorrow. I did that. I should be, but I have no shame. Fun? That would be probably about an hour and a half at tops. Between an hour and a half. Because I've got an appointment at a skin cancer clinic. Not that I have skin cancer or I have any diagnoses. I hasten to add this. It's just that in Australia, it's a big thing that you need to chase up and be aware of, and I'm doing that. But yeah, and like I said, I made the appointment because normally when I was winding my streams up, it was 11, and oh, that 12 o'clock. Yeah, not so. Never mind. Yeah, anyway, so yes, tomorrow for about an hour and a half, I'd expect, and we'll see about maybe we'll see about doing there's any number of things we'll do. We'll do something. Yes, we will. And yeah, there we go. Now, so I'll be an hour early. So I won't be on the same kit time, but I'll be on a similar kit time, but the same kit channel. I'll catch you then. Cheers. Oh, moto mining. I'm just on my way off, buddy. Oh, cutie guy. Yeah. Just tomorrow. Let me just think. What's Thursday? Thursday, I think I'm safe. Oh, what, the link or the stream? Oh, yeah. I was on. I've got a few things I've got to do, and had a few little hiccups. What I've been working on, I'll very quickly run you through stuff. is I've just tidied up a couple of bits of paintwork on the Lanc. And I'd accidentally knocked the Bombay off when I was doing some decaling. I filled in the gap there with crystal clear. I'll paint that black. I've also discovered there's quite a lot of little gaps in the paintwork here that I need to tidy up to really make it look nice and pretty. I'll probably be attending to that tomorrow. That's something I could do tomorrow. Just do those details. It's those little things, you know. So we'll get as much of that ready. All right. Most of it's looking kind of pretty. Thanks, man. There is, but it's. I'm pretty pleased with how she's looking. This is my second Lanc, and once I've got this one completed, I'll get back onto the B17 I was working on. That's the Memphis Belle. Yeah, it's all go, kids. Yeah, it's a nice one. That's SMS. It's a acrylic lacquer. That's yeah, pretty. I like it. That would be cool. Wouldn't. As a quick little aside, my grandfather used to actually, this is before there were plastic models, he used to actually use a lathe, I believe it was, to make scale models of aircraft. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. So I'll be back tomorrow. I've got a cruise. I've got appointments and stuff at the moment. Ooh. Yeah, I can see that. Stuff that you can relate, that people can relate to is a thing, you know. To me, I just always loved Lancasters. They're my favourite bomber. My favourite fighter's the BF-109. My favourite transport's the C-47. These are things. But yeah. Anyway, tomorrow, we'll work on there's any number of options that will avail itself depending on various things tonight. Boom, that's the nuts and bolts. See you, kids. Tomorrow I'll also be on for about an hour and a half. And Thursday, I've got any appointments Thursday? Thursday I might be around for a while. You never know your luck. We'll see how all that rolls out, peeps. But regardless, thank you for swinging past. Yeah, again, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll hit the same Batman sort of voice for those of you who aren't aware that this is where this little ending comes from. I'll be back at a similar kit time, but the same kit channel. Catch you then. See you guys.